Please take one. Okay, let's look it. Jared set already.
Yeah.
That's very caring today. Thank you. Okay, all right. Let's focus now. All right. Please keep your handphones away. All right. Keep your handphones away. Let's learn to focus. All right. So today we are looking at lesson 7. Okay. You can continue eating. So don't eat, talk, and focus. Eat and focus. Correct. Alright. Complaints and disruptive passengers. We need to understand this. Alright? Because why over the years, alright, the behavior of airline passengers is also undergoing transformation. Right? Those days, I don't know, maybe 30 years ago, people go on an airplane. It's an honor for them. Wow, airplane travel. But now it's like a common thing. So people are becoming, how can I say, too sensitive, too demanding. You understand that? Too demanding. Now we wait for her. She's busy. Once she's ready, then we start. Okay, alright. So, passengers are becoming too demanding. Did you realize that? Alright? So, you are going to handle passengers who would fall under this category. Alright? I don't know. I've got a niece who's in SIA. I've got my former student's wife who is with Emirates. Your seniors, some of them contact me, they still keep in touch, they tell me all these stories. Over the years, passengers are becoming more and more troublesome. Can you understand now? I think that's why, I was just reading something, I think maybe if you're from Korea, you know that now cabin crew in Korean Air can carry guns. Is that true? Cabin crew in Korean Air are allowed to carry guns. Do you know that? Korean Air, check. No. Hey, this gun is not you take and shoot and die. No. It's called a stun gun. You know stun gun? Stun gun? Yeah. So Korean Air, all their cabin crew have stun gun to handle these people. Go and check. It's good to know. Alright? It's also, cabin crew also we need to transform. That's why, maybe this is just a suggestion. I think that if you want to be cabin crew, it's good to know, Maya, it's good to know that you need some self-defense. You know self-defense? Kung Fu, Taekwondo, I don't know, any form of self-defense. Can you understand? It's good. Those days, cabin crew means, please, thank you, sorry, that kind of cabin crew. Now, please, thank you, cabin crew. Also must be ready. Can you understand now? It is changing now. Is that okay? So the challenges are more. Aurora can understand the challenges are more. So that's why we have to include this we will look at some examples, videos and whatnot, alright? Okay, that's why we need to be ready. We need to be ready. I think people like Alex, no worries, you know self-defense, right? What do you know? Taekwondo. Kung Fu. Oh, this I'm scared of you. Where's our good friend? Zubin. Absent. Alright, let's understand now. A disruptive passenger. Who is a disruptive passenger? You must understand, alright? A disruptive passenger does two things. I mean, according to the definition, he does two things. Just say he's a man, alright? He does two things. What does he do? He fails to respect the rules of conduct on an aircraft. He doesn't follow rules and regulations. You tell him don't do, he will do. You tell him sit down, he will stand up. You tell him to fasten your seatbelt, he won't. You tell him to off his, put in airplane mode, his mobile phone, he will not do that. It's disruptive. Can you understand now? That kind of passengers, you check whether you are like that or not in class. Can you see the connection now? If you want your passengers to listen to you, but you don't listen to what happens in the classroom, karma comes back. Can you understand that? Karma will come back to you. Alright? If you don't listen to your lecturers, then you go inside an aeroplane and your passengers won't listen to you. That's called karma. Is that okay now? So I hope all of you learn that. Alright? I'm not trying to make your life difficult. Sorry. That's not my intention or my work. Alright? I'm trying to help you only. Alright? One more. He fails to respect the rules of conduct on an aircraft. One more. He fails to follow instructions. Follow instruction. Whatever instruction you give him, he won't follow. Okay? This is another problem now. Alright? And what happens when he doesn't do these two things, he fails to do these two things, then he will disturb the good order on the aircraft. All the people involved he will disturb. Not only the pilot, not only the cabin crew, also other passengers. Is that clear now? Alright? So that's why this kind of people we need to handle. We need to understand, we need to handle. Alright? So maybe this is a bit too much. I don't know who was carrying the knife. By the way, the knife was flying. I think it's the cabin crew who carries the knife. Maybe it's true. Don't give you a stun gun, give you a knife. Alright? If that passenger shouts at you, take out your knife and say, you want me to talk or you want this to talk? And say, okay, sorry. Settle the problem. And this, this is just a picture. Alright. The cabin crew are responsible for the safety of the lives of sometimes up to 525 people. Some of the bigger aircrafts, right? 525 people. You are responsible. Oh my God, I hate this. Sometimes it's the pilot doesn't have real contact with the passengers. You are dealing with the passengers. So you are responsible. Alright? Up to 525 people being hurled through the air at 500 miles per hour, which is about 800 kilometers per hour. It's good to know these numbers. Being able to contain an unruly passenger in those unruly. I hate this. Why are passengers becoming so difficult nowadays? Circumstances is essential, and many are trained in hand-to-hand combat. You see, hand-to-hand combat. You have to learn. I think sooner or later, one of the requirements of all cabin crew, you must learn self-defense. Sooner or later, I think. Is that okay? Can you understand now? Alright? Other than that, flight attendants are trained many other skills that are required to be carried out in case of emergencies, such as survival training. I think all of you went for the training, right? Survival training, firefighting. I don't want to go into the next one. And some are also trained to deliver babies on board. I think survival training, firefighting, yes. But babies on board, oh dear. I get worried now. That's why they are rigorously selected. You see, that's why when you go for the interview, you have to go through stages. It's not one interview, you get selected. Is that okay? Aurora, okay? Okay? Jane? Sally, okay? Okay? Focus. Alright? Rigorously selected, and the minimum requirements are strict. See, the minimum requirements are strict. That's why you see some of our students, I told you already, alright? One student had to undergo 17 interviews and failed 18th interview only in Arabian Air. Can you understand now? So don't give up on your dream, okay? Only those who meet these stringent requirements. Stringent means strict. Alright, stringent means strict. Let's learn some vocabulary also. Strict. Alright, any words you're not sure, you just put up your hand, I will help you. Alright, strict requirements are selected to be flight attendants. So that's why the process becomes more and more challenging. Not only for you, but also for those people who are running the interviews and selecting. Because they cannot afford to select the wrong person. Can you understand now? Right? Even though they are trained to be, of course you are trained to be nice. You have to be nice to the passengers. You have to be nice. Be nice to the passengers. Alright? There are times when they need to apply force. There are times when you need to apply force in order to control and cope with the situation from becoming worse. Why force? Because if you don't use force, things can become worse. Things can become dangerous. Things can become life-threatening or even life-losing. Is that okay? That's why we need to be strict. Nevertheless, carefully, the picture is at the side or side also. Nevertheless, carefully handling and thoroughly plan. Okay. Nevertheless, carefully. Okay, sorry. Please delete this. Careful handling. Nevertheless, careful handling and thoroughly planned speeches. The way you handle people. Alright, that's why we teach you the stages. Alright, have to say sorry, have to understand, have to quickly correct the situation before it becomes worse. Right? Okay, are needed to soothe the tense situation. Soothe here means calm the tense situation. Alright, you have it in you, but